You saw the video last week. She just marched off, threw the jersey down, wouldn't even film. She's acting like a diva. I think she's trying to push me out, and I think Mears is on her side. Welcome to the Old Mears Show. I'm Mo.
Mears.
Week 3 is here. It's week 3 in real time, and for the first time in the history of Mo and Mears, a 16-0 pick submission by Joey Zerlo.
Impressive. I mean, to not get a game wrong, if he parlays that in Vegas, he wins like $100 billion.
On the Mo and Mears Show, you get better than that. You get a baby blue t-shirt.
Yes, and it's going to be beautiful, and it's only going to be his 4th or 5th one, so, you know, he should enjoy it.
Week 3, we're going to feature 4 games. You can check out all our picks on molandmears.com. First game, Houston at New Orleans. What do you got for this one?
We got Houston at 2-0, coming off 2 wins against mediocre teams, traveling to New Orleans, who beat up on a decent Chicago team last week. New Orleans' offense is just a little too high-powered, I think, for Houston. With Arian Foster being questionable, probably not playing, I'm going to take the Saints in this game.
I have Houston winning the Super Bowl, but they're 2-0. They can afford a loss. I don't think they're good enough to go into New Orleans and beat New Orleans because I think New Orleans is good, but I'd like to see them be competitive. Let's see what your daughter thinks. Game 2 of the week, 2-0 New England, traveling to 2-0 Buffalo.
Yeah, and this is my upset special of the week. Even though Tom Brady has thrown for over 900 yards in the first 2 games, I like Ryan Fitzpatrick at home because he's a Harvard grad and he's smart. I like Buffalo at home to take care of New England.
I like New England to take care of Buffalo in Buffalo, despite the fact Buffalo cracks the Mo and Mears Power Rankings at number 4 for the first time in the history of the Power Rankings. I'm not drinking the juice, Kool-Aid, whatever they call that. I'm not on Buffalo's bandwagon yet. But if they win this week, I will be. Not picking them. I got New England. What does Sophia have?
The Patriots.
Game 3 of week 3, a game that's always near and dear to your heart. Giants traveling to Philadelphia for the big rivalry game.
Yeah, and of recent years, Philadelphia has owned the Giants, both at home and in the Meadowlands. This week isn't going to be any different. Even though Vic got concussed last week, I think he's going to play. Even so, I like Kafka. I definitely like the Eagles secondary against Eli. I have a lisp Manning. So give me the Eagles at home.
I got the Eagles at home as well. They got some flaws. They got some holes. Last week, the Falcons tried to exploit that middle with the run, and somehow halfway through the game, they closed it up. I like the Eagles in this game. I think the Giants are a 500 team at best. If that changes in the next couple weeks, I will change that prediction. But after the first 2 weeks, that's what I see. Let's see what your daughter thinks.
The Eagles.
Our last game, we're going to feature another rivalry game, Green Bay traveling to Chicago.
Yeah, Green Bay has looked really good on the offensive side of the ball in the first 2 weeks. Aaron Rodgers hitting on all cylinders. Their defense has been a little weak. The good thing is this week they're playing against Jay Cutler, who's the worst quarterback in the league. And he quits on his team, so I'm going to take the Packers because I'll never take a team that has Jay Cutler as the quarterback.
I don't agree with the fact that Jay Cutler quit on his team because he's my fantasy quarterback. Aaron Rodgers isn't hitting his receivers in stride. He's hitting his receivers in stride on the fingertips. It's something like you only saw with Kurt Warner back 10 years ago. Aaron Rodgers is the key. They need to firm up the middle of their defense as well. But I got Green Bay beating Chicago in this game. Let's see what your daughter thinks.
The Packers.
Now it's time for False Start, where Mo and Mears can take back anything that we've predicted to this point in the season.
What a great idea. Detroit will not have an empty stadium, and you won't be able to sit wherever you want because they are good.
Cam Newton is not just a college quarterback, and Carolina is not going to go 0-16.
I'm going to take back my sleeper pick of Cleveland because they have not started out well, but Detroit, they are now my sleeper.
The Super Bowl will not be an all-Texas affair.
Baltimore's defense is nowhere near as old as I predicted. They are actually one of the youngest defenses in the league.
An earthquake will not kill a fan in San Francisco, nor will a NFL player announce they're HIV positive and continue to play. But an earthquake will cause an NFL player to fall on a dirty needle and contract HIV.
That would be awesome to see.
That's False Start. That's our show for this week. Go to molandmears.com, submit your picks. The best picker of the week gets their shirt, and see if you can beat a 3-year-old. Are you smarter than a 3-year-old with your football picks?
Exactly. And please do me a favor. hit that button, subscribe to our videos. You'll get a new video every week. We look forward to seeing you next week.